All right, man, these are some beautiful fillets. Just cleaned them. Put them in my Ziploc bag. In this mix, we've got redfish, bass, and speckled trout. Now, I've been doing this long enough that I can easily tell which is which just by the shape of the fillet. So I'm gonna segregate them when I get home, have some friends and family over, and we're gonna do a taste test. We're gonna cook them all the same way. We're gonna fry them and see which species of fish tastes the best. It's gonna be a blind taste test. Nobody's gonna know exactly what they're eating. I'm gonna get them to grade them on a 1, 2, or 3 scale. 3 being the best, 2 being the one in the middle, and 1 being the one they like the least. And we'll see which one rates the highest. This is gonna be very enlightening. I've done these taste tests before, so I have my own hunches as to how it's gonna turn out, but you never really know for sure. This is gonna be a blast. So we got family and friends coming over tonight. We got big plans for this blind taste test. I'm gonna prepare all the fish the exact same way. We're gonna deep fry them, cut the fish into pieces so they're not readily identifiable to anybody who might know the different type of species. Then I've got a score chart for each person to fill out. It's only 3 species. They should be able to keep track. They're gonna taste from each pile of fish and score them, 1, 2, or 3. 3 being the best tasting, 1 being the least good tasting. They're all going to be good, but we're going to see what people like better: redfish, speckled trout, or bass. All right, you've seen me fry fish before. You know I like to constantly change up the fish fry that I use. Tonight we're using Zatarain seasoned fish fry. All right, I like to do all kind of different things with my fish before I put them in the fryer. A lot of times I use beer as kind of a quick marinade. So tonight we got a Dos Equis. We got our 3 different bowls. We're gonna marinate our fish in, depending on the species. All right, done for me. This episode of Marsh Man Masson brought to you by Puglia Sporting Goods. All right, we'll do them in alphabetical order.
What comes first, bass?
Bass, redfish, speckled trout. All right, this is clearly a redfish. Clearly a bass, and clearly a speckled trout. Now I can tell you, the group of people I have coming tonight, none of them are fishermen. The only fisherman who's gonna be here tonight is Joel, but every one of them loves to eat fish. So that's good. We're gonna get a really good test tonight. All right, so I'm keeping track on different colored trays. First up is the bass. I'm calling this orange, even though it's kind of really, I don't know, what is that, mauve? Peach, maybe, yes. But this is gonna be the bass tray. And here's our bass nuggets. Nothing's a fillet anymore, it's all nuggets. It's all been cut. Get that good beer essence all over them. Start the battering. All right, that's the last of the bass. Next up is the redfish. All right, that's it for redfish. We're getting close. One more, speckled trout. All right, first of our guests have just arrived. Looks like batch number 1 is done. Look at that, absolute perfection. If you're watching at home, I know you're jealous you're not here right now, because let me tell you, it smells so good. These are all our little bass nuggets. That will be popular with the testing crowd, I promise you that. All right, next up is the redfish. They are definitely not gonna all fit in one batch. We're gonna have to do a couple batches with this. All right, here comes batch number 1 of redfish. All right, we got some more to throw in here. So these fish are from a trip that Joel and I made last week. It's actually 2 days ago from right now. It'll be last week when you're watching this. And we only kept 3 reds, but this seems to be the most volume of fish. Of course, it was the biggest fish that we caught. Each of these reds was between 20 and 22 inches. All right, all our fish are battered. We're getting close to eating these. I can't wait. It smells so good out here. Come back.
Video or?
All right, second final batch of redfish. And now it's time for the speckled trout. This will be at least 2 batches, maybe 3. So forget what I said about redfish being the highest volume. First batch of trout nuggets. Final batch and then the feast. All right, this is it. Last of the speckled trout. Let the test begin. All right, first 2 batches. Don't start eating yet, though.
Well, I had to give him some nutrients because he didn't have. He's not taking it.
All right, that's the last of it. Take as long as you want, taste as many pieces as you want, and then score them. I got your score sheets right here. You don't know what's what. 3 different species of fish. 3 being the best, 2 in the middle, 1 being the least good. Okay?
Okay, 3 is the best.
3 is the best. Most points for the best.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Yes.
All right. All right, you ready?
Sure.
Take as long as you want. Oh, that's hot.
Where's my choker?
All right, so everyone has voted. Now it's time to tally them up. One species of fish came out way ahead. This episode of Marsh Man Masson brought to you by Matrix Shad, and by Magnolia Vodka, and by Fitzgerald Fishing, and by Versamax Corks, and by Death Grip Jig Heads. All right, I'm very surprised by this. Coming in third was bass, the orange. No first place votes.
No first place.
No first place votes.
So,
Redfish was second with 2 first place votes. Big winner, speckled trout.
Definitely the best.
5 first place votes. It wasn't even close. It was a blowout.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I could tell Brady the black one was the one I ate first too. I mean, so I had to kind of think about that for a second.
Yeah,
you know?
that's good. Yep.
But it was far and away.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The better. The better.
Yeah.
I would have gone with bass, but all our tastes are different.
The redfish to me was the least. I like the bass better than the redfish.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Redfish to me would be last.
Yeah. That's why I made it last.
All right, speckled trout was a big winner. I guess it's not a surprise, right? Speckled trout are delicious, particularly when they're fresh, which these were. I've done this test a number of times in the past, and usually redfish does a lot better than I expected to. And it did come in second today, so it did pretty well. But trout blew everything else away. These fish, I tell you, are delicious. All of them are, and I can't wait to get back inside there and eat them.